And as the mystery surrounding Sunanda Pushkar's death compounds, a fresh angle has emerged in this probe, and this is with regards to the Indian Premier League or the IPL. BJP leader Subramaniam Swamy has demanded a CBI investigation, but will the government step in and order a probe?
As the mystery into Sunanda Pushkar's death deepens, former UPA Minister Shashi Tharoor is refusing to answer on the new facts emerging in the case.
Dr. Gupta has said that emails were forwarded from your doctor, from Sunanda's doctor, suggesting that she had ailments earlier and this should be taken into account. You won't?
This is a process. We leave it to the investigators to sort it out.
But now BJP leader Subramaniam Swamy has made a stunning allegation that Sunanda's death was a murder and not due to natural causes.
This all points to some professional body which seems to have done the murder, because the murder, it is clear, because she has so many marks on her. So if it was suicide, there would be no marks on her. There's an injection hole in her forearm. These are all in the autopsy report.
Swamy's charge comes a day after AIIMS forensic report claimed he was under pressure to revise findings. The Congress has rubbished Swamy's charge.
Without the slightest, remotest connection to make such wild and absolute baseless allegations, all I can say is that those who make them have built a reputation for themselves about this, and that's unfortunate.
But the BJP leader is not backing off. He's demanding a multi-pronged investigation through a special probe team into the Sunanda case.
You got to get to the truth. You must have a body which investigates, which has got the capacity. I don't think Delhi police is equipped for the multi-dimensional angle of this murder of Sunanda.
His party, though, is guarded, but in light of the new facts emerging, a wider probe is not being ruled out.
I'm sure if there is any substance in terms of evidence and all that, whatever be the due process that has to be followed, and if it needs to be enhanced, that could be considered as a suggestion.
While Tharoor is avoiding the cameras, there are voices for putting an end to speculation on what led to Sunanda's sudden death.
I think it's time that, a CBI inquiry was instituted, and I think it needs to be a time-bound inquiry. We need to get this mystery cleared up. If it indeed was a suicide, let's say so. If it's a murder, then let's catch the murderer.
So far, the police is not revealing where the probe is headed.
Has Tharoor been given a clean sheet? You see, once we conclude our inquiries, only then we will know. For the time being, our inquiries are on.
But indications are investigators may soon call up Tharoor to face questioning over his wife's death. Bureau Report, Times Now.
My colleagues Samya and Vijay now joining me from outside the residence of Dr. Sudhir Gupta and from AIIMS. Samya, if we can just come to you first, because you have been tracking Sudhir Gupta for a couple of days now. What is the latest as far as he is concerned? Is he going to come out with a clear statement that the face-off with AIIMS is only growing, but it's becoming clear from what he's been saying and from whatever papers have been furbished in, those affidavits and such, that there might have been some pressure from the AIIMS director, as per the statement of Dr. Sudhir Gupta, to give a clean chit in that autopsy report?
Well, yes, exactly. We know for a fact that Dr. Sudhir Gupta has been wanting to speak to the media and bring the facts into the public domain. He wants to talk about the issues that he has been claiming as far as the pressure exerted on him is concerned, to try and fudge the postmortem reports of Sunanda Pushkar is concerned. But what he has also been expecting is a permission from the AIIMS management to allow him to take this view in this case, whether he will at all be allowed by the AIIMS authority to have a view in this case, whether he would be allowed to put forth his facts into the public domain, is something that we would only be able to know if the AIIMS authority at all speak up in this regard, because we know yesterday he had put forth a request to the AIIMS management asking for a permission to carry out a press conference. But having said that, we now know that the Delhi police has been wanting to quiz Dr. Sudhir Gupta over the weekend. Now we know for a fact that he is well within the radar to be questioned as far as this case is concerned. concerned, especially after the affidavit that was submitted into the Central Administrative Tribunal, to try and verify his claims and question him in this regard. But whether at all Sudhir Gupta has received any notification or order to appear before the Delhi police during the weekend for questioning is something that we are waiting to hear from Dr. Sudhir Gupta himself.
Okay, well, let's go across to Vijay. Now, Vijay, as Samia outlining there, Dr. Sudhir Gupta has been trying to get the clearance from AIIMS to come out. The question is, what is it that he wants to reveal? And is there a likelihood of a probe being ordered?
Well, there are two aspects to this story. Number one, Dr. Sudhir Gupta is fighting a case with the CAT, which is regarding his promotion. And number two is the entire fiasco that he has mentioned about in the affidavit he's given to the CAT to bolster his own case. Now, we do know that Dr. Sudhir Gupta has sought permission from the AIIMS authorities. First of all, he needs to be given that permission from AIIMS to be able to come out before the media and place facts which he thinks and he claims will clarify his position and will prove that his claims are not unfounded. However, what we also know is that Dr. Sudhir Gupta will be questioned by the Delhi police. Dr. Sudhir Gupta had come to his office early yesterday morning, and soon after arrival he had written a letter to the AIIMS authorities to which they are yet to respond. So that is going to be extremely crucial. We do know that Dr. Sudhir Gupta has made certain claims regarding a tailor-made report that was expected of him by his bosses. He claims that because he failed to give that tailor-made report is why he's being targeted and he's being sidelined from his position as the head of the department of the forensic science department here at the AIIMS, and therefore which is why he's being targeted. And he claims that he has all conclusive proof to prove all his claims. He says that he has attached hard copies of emails that show that how clearly Dr. Shashi Tharoor, the then Union Minister, tried to establish contact with the director and in turn sought information and could have also exerted pressure on Dr. Sudhir Gupta to give this so-called tailor-made report by exerting pressure through his bosses. So he's made several allegations, but now he says that he wants permission to come out so that he can put facts in black and white, which will prove his point.